On your fast track to the top of the hour, new information on an I-94 bridge crash. I-94 in South Fargo is fully open after a truck towing an excavator on a trailer clipped the underside of the bridge at 25th Street. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says it happened around 6:30 last night and sent chunks of concrete flying. Troopers say the driver had passed under several bridges without trouble. But at the 25th Street, the arm of the excavator hit the bridge.
One lane of I-94 was shut down for several hours while a state engineer put a temporary fix in place and that loose concrete was removed. The truck driver was ticketed for being over height. DOT engineers will be back out at that site for additional inspections today. New this morning, add Becker County to the list of areas where the bird flu is now affecting poultry flocks. The Minnesota Board of Animal Health now says the highly contagious virus is affecting a total of 13 poultry flocks. That's up from 7 last Friday.
The newly reported cases are all in commercial turkey flocks, including one in Becker County. A Fargo South High School teacher may lose his job today. School board members are meeting at noon to consider the dismissal of Kevin Kennedy, who's accused of inappropriate behavior in the classroom.
He has been under investigation for allegedly asking a student about sending nude photos, giving a student a neck massage, and talking about a student's grade to others. We are waiting to hear back from police this morning, though, about a car that ended up in a water-filled ditch at I-94 and 34th Street in Moorhead.
Scanner traffic indicated last night that at least one person was trapped inside, but police haven't confirmed that. A reporter on scene saw a tow truck pulling a pickup out of the ditch. Time now is 6:51. Time to head over to Lisa Green for a look at your morning forecast.
Good morning. It begins today. We're talking about that chance for rain and snow and wind, all combining to make for some tough weather midweek. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are going to be our days of focus for this. This is our live view right now at Luther Family Ford. You can see some rain illuminated in the lights in the lot there and wet roads here in the FM area. So give yourself plenty of time if you're dealing with precipitation this morning, whether it be rain or snow, especially for snow as that has been accumulating in parts of the eastern viewing area. Here's a look at the radar. Fargo-Moorhead right here, right under some rain showers right now. And then this main band has been stretching basically along Highway 200 here back over to Hillsboro, Mayville, and changing over to snow on the radar at least in Findlay and the Cooperstown area. And then over to the east, this is where we're picking up some snow along Highway 34 back over to Bemidji, back up into the Thief River Falls area, seeing that move in. Another area of development of some pockets of heavier rain down in southeastern North Dakota back into west central Minnesota. And this is all lifting northward right now. So as that continues to work its way north and we're watching this move farther to the northern valley, you'll see your chances for rain increase there. Southern valley, more breaks in the action. And then you can see there's a dry pocket here once that moves north in the last few frames. And that may be the start of a longer duration break for us in the southern valley here today. Our wind speeds are out of the southeast or east, and we're looking at steady speeds, teens and 20s, and gusts into the 30s, so not pleasant out there. If you're getting that precipitation, it's coming down horizontally here, and we're looking at temperatures that are closer to freezing or even below freezing to the east, and those are the areas we're most concerned about slick spots on the roads. Fargo's at 38, it's 36 in Grand Forks. So bus stop planner, the kids will want the rain gear here this morning. Umbrellas, you know, they may not work so well. We're looking at winds gusting into the 30s to start. We'll see temperatures into the 30s this morning for Fargo. This afternoon, if you're in the Southern Valley, warmer air is punching in, so we're looking at some 40s to near 50. Northern Valley, you're more likely to be in the 50s. A look at our wind gusts, the 30s. Wind gusts will be in the 30s this morning, dipping into the 20s heading into the afternoon. A quick look at our forecast over the next few days. Scattered rain snow mix today, your first alert weather day Wednesday. We're looking at that changeover happening to snow, windy weather, low visibility, tough travel, and that continues into Thursday with some blowing snow and low visibility. We could see wind gusts by Wednesday evening to 60 miles per hour, so be ready for more action as the week goes along.
A lot to go over, Lisa. Thank you. Now 6:54, officials in the Northern Valley are investigating an assault at a Grand Forks middle school that put the school in lockdown. Police were called to Valley Middle School around 9 yesterday morning for a fight between two students. One was taken to the hospital, but there's no word on any injury. Officials say the fight was over a disagreement that happened over the weekend.
The search for a missing Bemidji teen, NEVEAH KINGBIRD, is intensifying. Police are now asking people in the area of Nymoor neighborhood to County Road 9 to check out buildings or other areas that can be used for shelter. KINGBIRD was reported missing in October. Family members initially thought she was with friends, but now they say no one had contact with her. West Fargo firefighters are working to speed up response time to your emergency, and they say a new fire headquarters is going to help by adding another station and spreading firefighters around the city better. The new building, it's going to go up on the 1200 block of 10th Avenue East between Menards and West Fargo High School.
Many fire calls last year were from this area, but trucks had to drive from their station on the other side of town. Fire officials say this zone includes a low-income housing and a large elderly population, and the chief says it isn't getting the response times it needs.
We knew that we had to get full-time firefighters into this area. The time from when the alarm goes off till they're in the truck leaving, we try to keep that to 60 to 90 seconds as much as we can. But the travel time is where it really gets us, and we can't control the travel time.
He continues to say the fire department is aiming to get response time down to the national average of 5 minutes, 20 seconds. City commissioners last night approved bonds for the new fire headquarters, which is scheduled to open next summer.
A North Dakota tribal nation is officially assuming ownership of mineral rights under the Missouri River after a dispute that has gone on for more than 2 centuries. The Bureau of Indian Affairs filed notice in federal court yesterday that it recorded title to the Mandan, Hidatsa, and Arikara Nation for 123 tracts of land.
That follows a February opinion by the Interior Solicitor in the Biden administration that said the mineral rights under the original Missouri riverbed along the three affiliated tribes that reversed a 2020 Trump administration opinion concluding that the state is legal owner of the submerged lands beneath the river where it flows through the Fort Berthold Reservation. Minnesota Democrats want to spend $1.5 billion of the state surplus on education. Their plan emphasizes mental health supports, special education, and English language learners.
It's quite a bit more than the GOP plan to spend. They only want $30 million on schools and then cut taxes by $3.4 billion. State lawmakers are trying to decide what to do with the state's $9 billion budget surplus. They have until May 23rd adjournment to get it all done. If you're looking to buy a house this spring, patience is key. It's a very aggressive housing market right now, and realtors expect the warmer temperatures to only increase the competition.
The Valley Today, JC Dodd is out there, and she joins us with buyers and sellers all need to know. Good morning, JC.
Good morning, Phoenix Jordan. I am in a South Fargo neighborhood where I have found something that is not very common these days. That is a for sale sign proudly displayed in this yard, and that's because there's not a lot of listings right now. It is a seller's market, and just some anecdotal evidence of how competitive it is out there. A local realtor told me last week there was a home in Fargo that as soon as it was listed, there were 50 showings. 50 people came to take a look at that house, and in that same week, there were 18 offers on one house in the FARGO-MOORHEAD metro. Now, I want you to take a look. He gave me some pieces of advice when it comes to heading into the spring, what you should expect with the FARGO-MOORHEAD market. Now, a healthy appreciation or value increase from year to year for a healthy housing market is 3.5 to 4%. Now, Fargo last year for the year 2021, the appreciation for a single family home was 13%, and the average cost of a house or sale price for the house in FARGO-MOORHEAD is $297,000. Heading into the spring, this is the advice that realtor has to offer to anyone looking to buy or sell their house.
When the weather turns for the better, the market also turns for the better. So even though we're seeing inventory shortages right now, I'm confident that we're going to see an influx of listings in the next 4 to 6 weeks or so. I think we're still going to be lower than we need because there's a nationwide inventory shortage, but that'll certainly help to find more home buyers, more homes, and get sellers onto the next phase of their lives.
So Colin says he's expecting more houses to be listed in the coming weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. For buyers looking to get a house, he says grab a local realtor because you're going to want the extra help with how aggressive things are. And when you're ready to put an offer down, make sure it's your best because more often than not, there are multiple offers going on one house.
A lot to go over. JC Dodd reporting live this morning. Thank you.
Consumer alert this morning. The price of eggs is going up because of the bird flu. A dozen is now going to be for $2.88. In many places across the U.S., that's up 52% since the first confirmed case of bird flu back in February.
North Dakota and Minnesota are among the 21 states with confirmed cases. They infect both commercial and backyard poultry. We'll talk about a slithery surprise. One California man discovered a 7-foot giant snake in his couch. Ugh. Yeah, we don't want that. That's gross.
No,
it was in a cushion. Good news, that snake is not venomous. So.
Oh, no thanks.
And we'll be right back here tomorrow morning for you. Otherwise, have a great day, everyone.